Okay, so Libra, we commence on the 6th of September 2021. I am the soul pool, you are the soul pool, we are the soul pool. Without you this doesn't work, so concentrate on your cards. Astral DJ is giving me Baby When You're Gone. I think it's by Brian Adams and somebody else. Not sure. Gonna look it up. We'll put it in the comments when I've got the chance. I don't make promises I can't keep. So, what does Libra need to know for this week then, Spirit please? So, as usual, I've missed it. Why? Oh, because it's hidden there. Sure that's it? Yeah, that's it. Libra. It's about rebelling against the norm, about making your own faith, your own beliefs, possibly going against everything you was taught to be true. It's about speaking your truth, especially about material matters. It could be the loss of a friend, it could be the breakup of a marriage, but not necessarily for anybody's fault. So stop blaming people. Those born on the 5th or the 23rd, living or past, date for your diary and address, massively important in a negative way. It's neck and throat issues. There's unconditional love of a water sign, younger energy, possibly a Pisces. It's offers of love that aren't quite there yet. There's no commitment, it's just love, bare, straight love. But you're banging your head against a brick wall with something. You've come up against obstacles time and time again. And you can't walk away because of the children or because of your inner child, your ego. Your ego won't let you say that it's failed. That's not good, is it? Because I get very controversial with this because I've been on both sides of the story. I know exactly what the situation is. There is no point staying for the kids because the kids won't thank you. I didn't. There is no point thinking that people are going to think bad of you if you've come from a failed marriage. I did that. It doesn't work. In the end, you have to be happy. If you're not happy, then you walk away with honesty and hopefully amicability so that you can still co-parent the children. But that's just one scenario. There's something you feel you cannot walk away from for whatever reason. There's going to need to be some serious advice taken from a professional, or this is you as a Libra man, not the feminines, the masculine, facing things, seeing things clearly, being more detached, and cutting away what no longer serves you in a fair and just manner. Because you are just, and sometimes too fair, and sometimes you see the other side too much, and it stops you making a decision. You have to get yourself out of this dark place. Those born on the 2nd or the 29th, living or past, date for your diary and address, massively important in a positive way. That's a couple here, the divine masculine, the divine feminine. The divine masculine has turned his back on belief. He's not standing in his truth. The divine feminine is. In this one, the letters B and J may be important, connected to spirit and the pomegranate. It's all about nourishing yourself, physically, mentally, spiritually, academically, and mental health. So looking after yourself, being very careful what goes into your mouth, as in diet medication, what comes out your mouth, as in words written or spoken. The truth will be told, justice will be served, and it will be the light at the end of the tunnel. Sometimes I get this with the bride that was jilted at the altar, the bride that went down the aisle without a dad, or the widow. So, that being said, we have someone who feels stuck, banging their head against a brick wall. There is still a chance there because there is still love there. But I don't think it's mature love. I think it's a love that is more like a brother or a sister than passionate love. The spark's gone out. Because you're in the centre there, being detached. And possibly, if you're dealing with a Taurus who's got water in the chart, so it's a water sign cusper, they are not in charge of their emotions, they're over emotional, a female, or they may tend to drink. It is somebody perhaps that's depressed. So you have to be a bit more understanding. Get out of that mental prison where you're putting obstacles in your own mind for reasons not to do something for at least 8 weeks, and realise that you have reached the end of the road with something. Something has to be dropped. There is possibly 2 people asking too much of you. So maybe you're going to have to lighten your load at work, lighten your load at home. Whatever it is, you're going to have to speak your truth and stand your ground. Yeah, and there it is, Scorpio energy. Someone doesn't want to profit from somebody else's loss, but they will. A transformation needs to take place where something ends so that it makes room for something new to take place. This is becoming the butterfly. You've been the caterpillar, you've wallowed in the self-pity, in the chrysalis, and now you need to fight your way out and earn your wings. Scorpio is the reproductive organs and shared resources. So again, finances have some bearing on this. Number 13 is positive energy. There's been a run of bad luck, and the wheel you've probably hit rock bottom with this. But the wheel keeps turning, so it's not always a bad thing, because the only way now is up. Number 10 is negative energy. Something hasn't paid off how you hoped it would. Perhaps study, perhaps work, career, finances, or just the foundations of your relationship. You aren't reaching your potential in this situation for at least 3 years. And we've got 2, 3, so there could well be a third party. But it's more about this celebration, reunion. Perhaps the 2nd or the 29th is the date of this celebration or reunion. It's a gathering. It's something that's going to take place that will bring you joy. Somebody feels half erased, left out, not one of the gang anymore, feeling like they've only got half as much wealth as they used to have in whatever way, be it spiritual, physical, financial, whatever it is, they feel like they're lacking, left out. And whether that's you or someone else, that's not fair. So we have to rectify that. 3 months is mentioned, 3 years. And the most important thing is the 13 is positive, the 10 is negative. Yeah, and there it is again. That 10 is massively important and it's negative energy. It's dragging you down to rock bottom. Whatever this 10 is. Be it a person living or past, a date for your diary or an address of someone. But this 10 is negative energy. Possibly the 10th of this month if you don't know what it is. Pisces energy. In the beginning, you said yes to something you didn't want to say yes to. And then you found it harder and harder to say no, or someone did. So now either you're playing the martyr or the victim, blaming others because you said yes when you meant no, or you're letting somebody else do that to you. It was their decision, yours or theirs, to let people walk all over them. And it's going to be very hard for you to put your boundaries back in place. But if you don't do it, there is no hope. You need to see things differently. You need to put your boundaries in place. And you need to stop saying yes when you really mean no. Pisces energy, it rules the toes and feet, so there may be problems there. And karmic situations, secrets and hidden enemies. Avoid those. The number 12, like I said, person living or past. There is massive insecurity here. And somebody's been keeping something really close to the chest. Could be deceit, but it could just be their feelings. 7 weeks. It's going to come out. A decision has been made, possibly by a Scorpio, not to walk away. Or you have made a decision because now you're sure of your facts, you're no longer in denial, you're no longer sitting on the fence. So now we have a couple here, not the same couple, which is quite strange. Who are divine masculine, divine feminine, both of the same man. So you may find that your partner is just as miserable as you are with the situation. And if that's the case, you can mend this amicably. Whatever situation it is, it seems that you're both of the same mind, good or bad. Even if you agree that you don't want to be together anymore, you may be sad that things aren't like they used to be, and that can be fixed. But it's up to you two, but you're both on the same page by the look of this. Or it could be a water sign couple, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, that drink too much, that are depressive, that are draining your energy. Yeah, exploitation. Somebody has taken half of what you have, using usually sub stories to gain something from you, but you're getting nothing back. So this is about your happiness. This could be the end of a happy situation, an amicable end to a situation, that's been good but it's not getting any better, or sheer bliss. It's up to you to find out. But until you speak your truth, that's not going to happen. Because here we have someone who has self-respect. They look after themselves. They know what they want and they go after it. The Aries energy. Those born on the 4th or the 31st, it's success in business, it's movement forwards, it's a makeover, it's looking good, feeling good, new beginnings. So, if you settle this, communicate, speak your truth, justice will be served. But you can't go on just pretending and not knowing. There is love here. And there is a family unit here. But this may be about work. And it's affecting your happiness. So you have to decide which part of your life this is talking about. And what people, those numbers and dates represent. Yeah, an unwanted visitor bringing unwanted news. Somebody who's coming again because you didn't say no last time. Now they're coming back for more. They're going to say, oh, you know, you let me have your chickens last time. Well, I'm going to have your sheep this time. And what are you going to do? Are you just going to stand there and say, yeah, all right then? Or are you going to stand up for yourself and say, no, not this time, sorry? It's as simple as that. The first time's the hardest. It might be to do with the mother energy. You have to get strong. You are strong enough. You need a backbone. There's a commitment or a marriage involved in here, promises that need to be kept. And you may be letting something or someone come between that. Again, repetition, boredom, punishment. Somebody may be punishing you for something they believe you did in the past, and that's unfair. If you're going to stay with somebody, you draw a line in the sand and begin again. You may be punishing yourself for something you believe that you've done that you haven't. Somebody may be a nag. Somebody may be henpecked. Somebody may be trapped somewhere where they can't be free. And it means that they can't have any new beginnings. No fresh starts until they stand up for themselves and know their worth. Communication is the key. It is needed because this is a burden you don't need to carry. A heavy burden. Sometimes we get attached to that burden. We've been through these cards enough times now. We know what they mean. And that burden isn't attached to you. They don't have the same loyalty to you as you do to them. Whoever this is. It could be children. It could be a partner. It could be a work situation. But somebody is taking liberties. And it is time to be strong and stop this toxicity. So, a message, communication will arrive. That is an unwanted visitor. Somebody looking back when they should be looking forwards. 23, Aquarius. I know. You know what this is about. Aquarius energy is positive. It brings knowledge. It is also, I believe, your wishes and dreams coming true. So to achieve these wishes or dreams, you have to sort this out. Yes, you're going to be tested because you'll be shown waves of the future. This is how it's going to be forever if you don't do something. People have become jaded and looking at disdain over other things. Ungrateful. Aquarians are ahead of the game and have accurate visions of the way things will be. So if an Aquarian gives you some advice, take it. Aquarians can be stubborn. So you may have Aquarius in your chart and you may be being stubborn or somebody else is. They will fight long and hard to have freedom to stay weird, and so should you. And they will fight for the rest of us to stay weird as well. Whatever it is that's taboo or outlandish or greatly appeals to them. Oftentimes they are artists, inventors or speculative writers. They are an air sign like you. So they can be great humanitarians, but they're not very practical. Inside every Aquarian, no matter how attractive or glamorous, lives a geek, and you're more logical. This is the person who wants to escape the mundane world and enter the realms of fantasy, graphic novels, appointment games and role-playing. At this time, they can be rational and tend not to get caught up in emotional dramas. Aquarians are more interested in friendship over romance. Relationships, in fact, Aquarians are first a friend before a lover. Unless, of course, you insult them by disagreeing with their far-fetched ideas. Then you will be history. Aquarians are very attracted to people of other ethnicities and races. So if they have to decide to couple up with someone, it's generally a person who does not come from the same background, or sometimes even the opposite gender. Through all relationships, Aquarians will develop and grow, often as some kind of artist. If this card presents itself, you can be assured friends and friendly alliances are about to help you achieve your goals. It is possible you are to meet a group of people or become involved in an organisation that will support you in an unusual plan or idea. It may be like a family group, or the emphasis will be placed primarily on the ideas of the crowd. So you should consider yourself the idealistic Pied Piper at the front of a group. You may find yourself dealing with persons from exotic or dissimilar backgrounds, so I don't care where you are, you need to get outside and join a group. They may be of different ethnicity and culture from yours, which you will learn greatly. Transgender people and cross-dressing may possibly mean something in your world right now. You will acquire a different concept and approach through these dealings, which are changing you. In the coming months, travelling to faraway exotic places is very likely to factor in. Mastering a new technology and dealing with futuristic concepts will benefit you. Whatever you accomplish in the near future will be based on how well you master the new ideas and the new approach in your life. Science fiction or fantasy will become a subject that you may find interesting. Another meaning behind this card is the meeting up of cutting-edge people. You are going to get an invitation to meet up with possibly family members or a group that is your tribe. Those who challenge what you believe to be true, established, which is where we started, though it may not be. Many times these people will be artists. You're likely to be mastering something new and untried, which will lead you to greater awareness and great success. The future, speculation, visions, speculative literature, science fiction, planets, stars and outer space, outside time and space, aliens, technology, computers, bionics, electricity, phones and other modes of communication. Mental expansion, flights of genius, arrogance, flightiness, bisexuality, cross-dressing, optical patterns, pewter, silver and aluminium foil. Taboo subjects, original ideas, free thinking, the unconventional, groups and associations, people of like mind who may be of a different mind to the rest of society, the bohemian crowd, going against the status quo and marching to the beat of a different drummer. Dare to be uncommon, appreciate the odd and unusual, and take on a challenge. It's about eccentricity, surprises, standing alone possibly, the future, technology, outer space and mastery. So the dynamics in a situation may have changed and possibly hate to say it because of the pandemic, but you're a free thinker. You think logically. Keep doing that. Stand your truth and don't budge on it. But don't expect others to agree with what you say. You've got no control over somebody else's destiny. Thanks for listening.